From the factory in Chakan to the circuit in Coimbatore, the inaugural round of the JK Tyre Volkswagen Polo R Cup 2011 presented a spectacular show, with young drivers from across the country battling it out to take that early lead in this coveted championship. Round 1 on the Short Kadi Speedway track saw Vishnu Prasad start at pole. And as the first race began, he stamped his authority all over the grid, leading from the front. Rookies Mir Darkar in the number 19 car and Saif Mir in the number 18 car stayed right on Vishnu's tail, not leaving much room for anybody else. Mihir, who was tailing Munjal Salva in third, overtook him on the first corner of the first lap. Meanwhile, Saif Mir, who was in fifth, pulled off a similar move to move up to third position. He had Rahil Nurani to contend with for the entire race distance, but managed to finish ahead of him. The only woman driver on the grid, Alisha Abdullah, ran a promising race, running in sixth position until an incident with Pratik Dalal dropped her to eighth on the grid. After a heady 15-lap race, Vishnu Prasad cruised past the finish, followed by Mihir and Saif in second and third.
I qualified on pole, so I wanted to keep that place through to the end, and I think I managed to do that. But it was pretty close race for the first 10 laps, where Mir was right behind me, and I think later on I pulled away because I was a little more consistent than he was. Consistency is really important. Last 5 laps, my entire race was within 5/10, so really consistent. I think that's where I managed to pull away. Always it's been a really tough race. So hopefully race 2 is reverse grid, so hopefully I can do the same.
So it was very comfortable for me. I didn't have any dog fights. I didn't have any issues with anyone. I finished the race without a scratch on the car. So I've been pretty much happy with my results.
So I had a perfect start, I would say. I had a great start. I made up at least 2 places in the start. And I was attacking Mihir, who was on P2, but I think he blocked me, so I kept there on his tail. I was waiting for the right time to attack, but they were just, they both were experienced in the car.
The win puts the Chennai driver right up on the points table with 60 points to 48 points for Mihir and 40 for rookie Saif Mir. A few hours later, however, race 2 saw a reverse grid lineup, and that saw Alisha Abdullah sitting on pole for the start of the second race. And what a race it turned out to be. Alisha made the most of the opportunity and defended the following pack for 10 laps of the race. In the meantime, Vishnu Prasad and Mihir Dharkar fought with the rest of the drivers and reached up to Alisha. After a few laps of good defensive driving on the corners where she lacked speed, the 2 following drivers made their move on her to get ahead. Alisha held on to her third position as she fended off Munjal Salva, becoming the only girl so far to climb the Polo Cup podium. Vishnu Prasad's win in both the races has put him into the lead in the overall standings, while Mihir Dharkar follows in second after impressive podiums in both the races.
It was an amazing race. I held on for like 8 to 9 laps. I held on. I was in the lead. But then I saw Vishnu coming in my rear view mirror, and he was really fast. I tried to defend my line, but in motorsports, the person is always faster than you. So when I knew he was faster than me, but I tried to hold on another 5 more laps I could see, but I really couldn't do it because I didn't want to lose out.
Whatever the final result of the race, drivers felt that the car and the added fitments definitely made this a better race for them, helping them cope with the high levels of humidity.
Well, there are three modifications on this car. We have drinking fluid, we have some air inlets for engine cooling, and a muffler basically. The main difference for the driver is the drinking fluid. It really helps in the race when you are kind of getting dehydrated. Helps refresh yourself and keep your mind focused.
India has the professional background, the ways to handle the people into the right direction. But the Polo Cup itself is the beginning for a lot of people, to bring them from the ground into the situation. Because it's not only racing itself, also media training, fitness training, mental training. There are a lot of things which a driver should know.
Most of the changes have been on the aesthetics only because the people are more used to seeing wilder cars, and the car last year at least did not look wild enough for the public to sort of generate the kind of interest that we were looking for, which is why the aesthetics changes happened. But in terms of the chassis setup, in terms of the vehicle dynamics part of it, it's pretty similar to what it's been, and we are pretty happy with that side of things.
So while the day went down on a winning note and lots of exciting racing, for us this was just the window of opportunity to get behind the same cars that the grid raced in.